Most people think reacting fast shows strength. So they answer immediately, they defend, they correct, they match energy for energy. And for a second, it feels powerful. But look closer. That speed is a leak. It shows what triggers you. It shows where you're sensitive. It shows how easily pressure moves you. And once people see what moves you, they know exactly where to push. This video isn't about winning arguments. It's about keeping control. When everything tries to take it from you, control is not about silence. It is about selection. Your sovereignty begins at your reaction. In the next few minutes, you'll see why your body reacts before your mind arrives. How one uncontrolled response can quietly lower your status. And the exact 3-second protocol that keeps your dignity intact in meetings, in conflict, and under pressure. Let's break it down. 1. The trigger. Why you react too fast. The reaction doesn't begin in your thoughts. It begins in your nervous system. And by the time you open your mouth, your body has already moved. A Stoic would state this without drama. If your body is leading, you are not governing yourself. Control is not about words. It is about who moves first. Tuesday, 9:17 a.m. Quarterly review meeting, glass walls, 12 people at the table. Your manager leans back and says, "I expected more from you on this." Silence. All eyes shift. Your pulse spikes, breathing shortens, your jaw tightens without permission. You feel the urge to correct him, to clarify, to defend your competence. And you speak immediately, not strategically, not intentionally, instinctively. Because in that moment, your system registered threat. The brain does not distinguish well between social threat and physical danger. Reputation feels like survival. Status feels like safety. So when someone challenges you, your body prepares for combat. Adrenaline floods, cortisol rises, speed increases. And speed feels powerful, but speed is rarely stable. The psychological trap is simple. You believe reacting fast protects your image. In reality, it reveals your sensitivity to pressure. When you rush to defend yourself, you signal that the comment penetrated. And once it penetrates, you are no longer choosing. You are compensating. Here is the discipline. When you feel the surge, do not focus on the words being said. Scan internally. Notice the jaw, notice the shoulders, notice the breath. Then label it calmly. Activation. That word creates separation. Separation creates authority. Right now, who is in control? You or chemistry? Reaction is automatic. Control is trained. Dignity is decided in seconds. And if you don't slow it down, one reaction can define you. Let's talk about the cost of that. 2. The cost. One reaction can define you. No one remembers every word you said. They remember the moment you lost control. A Stoic sees reputation as fragile. It is built slowly and shifted in seconds. Status is not destroyed by attack. It is reduced by reaction. Wednesday, 11:38 a.m., open office floor, midweek pressure. A colleague says, just loud enough, maybe double check next time. A few heads lift. You feel the sting, immediate, sharp. You respond quickly, too quickly. Your voice tightens. Your explanation turns defensive. You add details no one asked for. The conversation moves on, but the room doesn't forget. Here is the cost. When you react under pressure, people learn something about you. They learn your threshold. They learn what unsettles you. They learn how fast you destabilize. And once people sense instability, they adjust their behavior around you. not out of respect, but calculation. Composure signals internal order. Internal order signals authority. When that order cracks publicly, even for a moment, your perceived authority drops. The trap is subtle. You believe you are defending competence, but visible defensiveness implies insecurity. You think you're protecting your name, but what people register is tension, and tension lowers status. One reaction rarely ruins a career, but it can define a perception, and perception determines how people treat you. If this is useful so far, subscribe to Stoic Calm Code. We're just getting started. Before you answer criticism in public, insert physical stillness. Plant your feet. Slow your inhale. Let 2 full seconds pass. Then respond in 1 sentence only. No justification, no story, no emotional tone. Controlled brevity restores position. When pressure rises, do people see stability in you or sensitivity? Image is shaped in moments. Authority is tested in tension. Reaction reveals hierarchy. Because sometimes one uncontrolled response doesn't just end a conversation. It defines who you are in the room. Now let's go deeper. Because the real shift isn't outside, it's inside. 3. Separate. Their emotion from your identity. You don't react to words. You react to what you think the words mean about you. A Stoic understands this distinction. Other people's emotions are not evidence about your identity. They are projections, not definitions. Sunday, 4:26 p.m. Family gathering. You're still doing that? You interpret. You internalize. This is where most reactions are born. Their impatience becomes your inadequacy. Their tone becomes your failure. Their mood becomes your identity. And once you attach your identity to their emotion, you feel compelled to defend it. But here is the shift. You are not responsible for regulating other people's feelings. You are responsible for regulating your response. Your sovereignty begins at your reaction. The moment you separate their emotion from your sense of self, you regain internal ground. Is this information or projection? Or are you defending truth or defending ego? Emotion is transferable. Identity is chosen. Control begins with separation. When you stop absorbing what isn't yours, you stop reacting to what doesn't define you. And that changes everything. A Stoic does not eliminate emotion. He inserts discipline between impulse and action. That discipline is 3 seconds. Now let's make it practical. 4. The 3-second rule. Control is not a personality trait, it is a practiced interruption. Thursday, 8:53 p.m. A message appears. Honestly, that was disappointing. Your fingers hover. 3 seconds. That is the window. Impulse feels urgent. Urgency feels important. But urgency is often ego-demanding relief. The 3-second rule is simple. If you cannot control the first surge, you control the next breath. Second 1, pause. Second 2, breathe. Second 3, choose. Short, neutral, intentional. 3 seconds feel small, but they restore command. Do you want immediate relief or long-term respect? Impulse is instant. All authority is measured. Dignity is chosen. Pause. Breathe. Choose. That is how control becomes visible. This wasn't a lesson in controlling the moment. It was a lesson in controlling your reaction to it. Self-respect is not about beating them. It's about refusing to let them dictate your response. Control isn't loud. It's chosen. Your sovereignty begins at your reaction. You're not walking this path alone. In the next lesson, we'll go deeper into how people trigger you and how to stay untouched by it. Subscribe to Stoic Calm Code. See you in the next lesson, one controlled reaction at a time.